Hello and welcome back to Woodturners Journal. This is Jerrod and today we're just going to be fooling around. We're going to be doing a bowl of some type. I think I have an idea of what I want to do, but it's been a while since I've turned anything major. So I just kind of want to get back in the shop and turn something. I'm really jonesing to turn. I've been busy still working on the shop, trying to get everything set up the way I want it, get everything organized. And not to mention other projects throughout here. So it'll be good just to turn something. So I already have this ready to go. It's mounted. And I just want to give people new to turning a tip. And I'm sure if you read anywhere or you watch other videos, people will tell you all the time, don't use drywall screws. And that is 100% true. Do not use drywall screws. Most people have them just lying around in their garages and shops. And the problem with them, they are not made to hold in case you get a really bad catch. They will snap on you easy. Drywall screws are lightweight and brittle, and they're convenient because most people have them around, but it's not the best idea. Use actual steel, wood screws, something that's going to hold. So that being said, I'm going to get this up on the lathe, and let's see what we come up with today. Okay, this is going to be the top, but right now all I did was do a recess so I could flip it around, put it on the chuck, and we'll work on the bottom, and then we'll flip it back around, and then I'll hollow out the rest of it. So I'm going to get it on the chuck next. Now I sharpened up my tools because I could tell that they were a little dull, and I want to point something out. Originally this was supposed to be the top, and I switched it in the middle of it. It's going to get interesting because I do have drill holes here. We'll see how that comes out. It may be okay, it may not be. But the reason I switched it was there was that big knot on the other side over here that in the middle of it, it flew out. So I had to end up arcing all this to get rid of the big hole that was there. It wouldn't work the other way. So we'll see. I may just have to fill these in, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's get the bottom going here, carving out all this. going to keep sanding it. And then when I'm done sanding, I'm probably going to kind of knock out these edges just a little bit, just soften them. And then sand all this down. And then we'll flip it around and we'll hollow it out. All right, here we are. I completely sanded down the outside here and the inside. I had to do all this by hand in here, and I did the best I could. On the outside over here, I used a hand sander, an electric hand sander to get that done. And then I just took some mineral spirits to see, you know, if I see any marks or anything in there. The grain on this wood is absolutely beautiful. This is big leaf maple, if I didn't mention it before. I've never used this type of wood before, but I think it's really looking good. I like the grain and the color. So next we're going to flip it around on the chuck, and we're going to end up hollowing this out. But first I may put a little hole in here to the depth that I want to go to make sure I don't go all the way through. I'll probably just drill a little hole in there, and then I know. So let me get this mounted up on the chuck. We'll get it measured out for a hole, and then we'll start carving out the inside. All right, there we are. I used my little hand drill that we made in a video in the past to mark out where I wanted it. And now we're going to take our bowl gouge to it and start carving this out. All right, I'm going to keep on sanding out the inside, get all my chisel marks out of there, and then when we come back, I'll be finishing it. All right, here we are. I'm going to apply the finish to it. I'll just show you the first thing. I'm going to be using the Minwax White Bond Poly Clear Gloss, and I'm going to put several coats on here. It really brings out the grain, and I'm gonna make this one glossy, which I don't normally do. Usually I just like a satin or a flat, but I think I want this one to shine. So I don't have any gloves. I'm out of them, which I really should, so I need to be careful and go wash my hands immediately. But with this, you put on a large amount, wipe it in heavy, and then come back after about 10 minutes or so, and and then wipe off the excess. So you kind of paint it on. The grain on this is beautiful. You really should wear gloves while doing this, but like I said, I'm completely out. From the heat out here in Vegas, they got deteriorated in my shop here. So, like I said, put on a heavy amount. Get it fully covered, and like I said, really saturated. Let it soak in. Make sure you get everything. And I mean, I went really heavy with this. I'm gonna let it sit for 10 minutes. I'll come back and I'll wipe off the excess. Then let it dry overnight. I'll sand in between with probably about 400 grit or so. Just give it, you know, level it all out, and then I'll do that. Probably, I don't know. I'm probably going to do like 4 coats or so. We'll see until it gets a really nice sheen. I'll tell you when it's finished. And when we come back, it'll be completely done. All right, I got it all finished up, polished wax. It looks really good. You know, it's a simple design, but I'm really happy with this. I like the way it looks. I like the way the grain is. I like the design. I like the legs on it. I'm pretty happy with it. It's not the most challenging project in the world, but I think it looks good. And I think I have an idea for a future project to add to this one. We'll give you a little hint. It's going to go on top here. So look forward to that in the future sometime. And thanks again for watching. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for the comments. And thanks for subscribing. And please don't forget to subscribe. And once again, I'm Jerrod Toth, and thank you for watching Woodturners Journey.